Hello there, Libra. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we are going to be doing your new moon in Scorpio and your solar eclipse reading. So both of those occur on October 25th. So we're already starting to see some of those energies. So the new moon in Scorpio is about secrets being revealed. That's why I put in the title October Surprise. The secrets are being revealed, or you may have a big epiphany or get some big news, okay, that is sudden and out of the blue. And that's why we call it an October surprise, because the new moon in Scorpio is in October, and it reveals some secrets, some truths, some information that you're not expecting. And so we're going to take a look at what that information is, how it may trigger you emotionally. And then with the Scorpio energy, it is also helping you to transform in one area of your life. It's almost an energy that propels you, gives you the courage, the stamina, the determination after possibly, not having the truth, not knowing something, okay? So we'll see what area that is in, and then we'll see your advice about how to move forward coming into this information. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonate with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. All right, Libra, we're going to start off with what area of your life is this going to happen? Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured, and then peace. Wow, really interesting energy there. So it's almost as if your news is going to come in an area of your life that you want a transformation. You want a rebirth of some sort. And so it could be actually reconciling in some area of your life, a relationship, a situation, a job, something like that. But it's almost as an energy of transforming. It's not going to go back to what it was. It is going to be totally different. For some of you, this could be in your health or finances, taking a really good look at where you are and where you want to be, right? So you could, be going to the doctor or something, and the doctor says, oh, you have high blood pressure. And it's kind of like, okay, I want to look at this and try to alleviate this issue through exercise and nutritious eating or something like that. It's almost like I want to transform myself. It's something about really the energy I get is transforming some part of yourself that you would like to transform. But you're doing this in a peaceful way, bringing a sense of peace and harmony. Oh, and that's who you are, right? Bringing peace and harmony back to you, knowing that this is the best thing for you. So it's not like you go to the doctor, find out you have high blood pressure, and then you spin out of control and, get all in a tizzy about it. It's kind of like, okay, now I know, now I'm going to make some changes. And, I love that. For some of you, it could be a relationship. There's an olive branch there, right? Interesting. Somebody either coming in with an olive branch, or you could be offering an olive branch to somebody else, trying to seek peace. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, milestone and peace again. I love this energy. This is something you're really setting a goal for, and I get a sense that you're wanting peace. So if you feel at this time you have an area of your life that you don't feel peaceful in, that is your goal. You have the peace twice. So once again, it could be your health. You feel like your health is out of balance. You want to bring that into more harmony. You have a relationship that's out of balance, and you're wanting to bring that into harmony. It's not an energy. I don't get this energy at all of wanting to eliminate something. It's kind of seriously a transforming of something in your life, which I think is beautiful, because almost all of the other readings that I've done, they have been about eliminating, a situation, walking away, finally, kind of a little bit of that last straw energy. And yours is not. Yours is a little bit of a more peaceful energy of wanting something to work out that maybe is in conflict at this time. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And as I say that, look at this. This is what the big news is. Either you or somebody else in your life, okay, is wanting to work things out. The Three of Pentacles is cooperation, getting along, having peace, working harmoniously together. This could be a family situation. This could be at work, where things may be a little bit in conflict, and it's kind of like, no, let's work this out. It's a sense of people could be in their own corners or something at this time, and maybe not even speaking, or not speaking often to each other or something like that. And it's kind of like, no. And this could be an epiphany for you. It does not necessarily have to be somebody reaching out to you or you reaching out to somebody else. It can be an epiphany about, I want to come into this relationship or situation with more of an energy of trying to see how I can work this out. So we'll see what's coming up here, but it may not be that you necessarily contact somebody, although you may, because we do have the olive branch there. I think your last reading, wasn't your weekly reading about asking somebody how they felt instead of trying to guess? Well, it's a little bit of that energy here again. Understanding that this is what you want. You want something to work out. And let's go ahead and clarify. Yeah, because we have the Eight of Wands. Here you are. For some of you, this is a romantic relationship. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, your energy, and then taking action, communicating to somebody. It could be a business partner with the Lover's card, Gemini energy here, but it can also be, a romantic partner, a real soul connection. This is not just anybody. This is somebody that's really important in your life. So if it's a family member or a friend, romantic partner, this is somebody that you are kind of coming into this realization. I want this to work out. So, and not a sense of giving up what it is. See, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I think there's some sense that you want your own thinking here. You want, it's not that, I think you want to stay in your independent energy, okay? And yet at the same time, you do want this to work out. I'm saying that because it's kind of like an energy of looking for other ways, being kind of flexible about how this could work out. I feel like there's something in particular that you want, okay, for yourself, but you also want the other people in your family or this connection or at work, you want them to also recognize it. You could be holding a secret back from like your family or your work, people or something like that. And I'm not saying something bad, but you could be holding something back. And what you're coming into realizing is that you're not being truly authentic with these people. So stepping into this energy of saying, okay, this is who I am. This is something that's important to me that I haven't voiced before, right? But I'll have more peace of mind knowing that that this is, I still want to be part of this family, this soul tribe, this work group, but there's also this other thing I need to let you know about. So I'll share an example. My tarot. My tarot is a really good example of this, where I hid my tarot reading gift from people that were in my life. And I did that because I was afraid if they knew about it, they would want to leave my life. And I didn't want people to leave my life, right? So I held this back. And then I got to a point where I realized, okay, that I needed to share this in order to be authentic with some of my family members and my friends. So when I did, I thought about in a peaceful way how I bring this up. And then, had discussions, was open to answering their questions, and I'll be honest, some people did leave my life. Okay. Some people did. But at that point, I realized I couldn't have peace in my own mind, right? If I was not being authentic and let people know that this was important to me and I wanted to learn more and move forward with it, right? Because I wanted to, but I was holding back on sharing my gift with other people like you, because I was just afraid to even tell the people in my life. It's something somewhat like that, right? Because I'm not, when I say, yeah, you have the high priestess, and I'm going to say you have the high priestess 3 times. It's almost like the veil is being lifted so that you can see how this can still work out, because I think spirit is trying to help you behind the scenes to allow this success to work out for you, and yet at the same time you're needing to be pushed a little bit to put yourself out there, to step outside of your comfort zone, to perhaps have that conversation that came up in your last reading, something like that, because you cannot move forward. You cannot move forward with your spiritual gifts, with your work, your spiritual path, until you have this conversation. It's almost as if this is holding you back. And I think some of you are just getting ready to just walk away from a situation, trying to figure out what is in their mind, that, and I can totally relate with my situation, right? I was like, well, that person is probably not going to want to stay in my life. I was really surprised. There were people that I thought would not accept, what I do. And they did. They embraced it. They were excited. They were like, do a reading for me, So, yeah, it's really, yeah. Okay. So the energy here is that you're trying to stay in your power. You're trying to almost kind of come off as if you are okay, working on your career, perhaps putting a lot of time and energy into building a business or something. There's a little bit of a stoic energy here, but down deep inside your heart is aching. You want to share who you really are. If you think about the emperor doesn't share who he is, right? I mean, he's very successful, and he has a lot of success and I guess I wouldn't say joy. I don't think that the emperor has been joyful. He has a lot of success. He has a lot of material things, right? But down deep inside, you're either not fulfilled as a person, right? Or your heart is aching for either a situation to come back into your life, or for there to be a transformation, for it to work out. Okay, there's something you want to work out. So I can, relate when I was not sharing my tarot with some of my family and friends, right? I was not feeling fulfilled because I was being called to start putting my gift out to the world to help other people. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't really do that yet, because what happens if they find out and I haven't told them? And, you go through that whole rabbit hole. And then finally, understanding that my own heart is broken because I'm not allowing myself to bring this balance into the world, into myself. So yeah, the Page of Cups, I feel like, this is allowing yourself, almost like giving yourself enough love to go ahead and have this conversation. Yeah. Understanding that your spiritual path is waiting for you. And then you have the Ace of Cups. So you have a lot of love. It's almost as if you have to recognize you know, in some sense, I need to speak my truth. I need to be authentic about how I want this situation to work out, you know. And I don't think you have an actual outcome. I think it's really more a less of kind of like allowing yourself to speak about something that is having you feel unfulfilled or heartbroken in some way. Because what emotions does it trigger? Intuition, manifestation, and then the high priestess. And you had the high priestess before, right? Going into your intuition, you know, listening to your heart. You may realize at this time, you know, oh my goodness, I'm holding back. I'm just being stoic. I'm not being the loving person that I really want to be, because I'm kind of in this, you know, I'm holding it all in. The emperor, you never see the emperor cry, right? You never see the emperor hug. You never see the emperor have fun, right? The emperor sits on his throne and he's commanding and demanding. And I'm not saying that you're necessarily like that, right, Libra? But there's this energy of pretending that everything is maybe okay, but down deep inside, there's something that your heart is really longing for. So let's clarify this. Yeah, I feel like you're just stepping into your intuition, trying to, this emotionally is having you trigger your intuition, listening to your heart, understanding, okay, I can continue because the emperor is, you know, very successful. I can continue on this path where I can recognize that my heart is really longing for something else, you know. And it doesn't mean that you're giving up the emperor. Let me add that, okay? It's a softening of the emperor energy, maybe more of an empress energy, which is actually you, Libra. So lovely, bringing more of a sense of peace to you. Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, I really feel like you're understanding, okay, that by holding, you know, the high priestess is about holding back secrets, right? Not revealing all of yourself. And you're understanding, what you're understanding at this time is that you have to allow yourself to be authentic. Otherwise you're betraying yourself of the love that you really want in your life. It's almost as if you understand you're self-sabotaging yourself. It's kind of like for me, when I stepped into that energy of realizing this is something I really want to do, right? To step onto that path, I have to be true and authentic, not just to myself, but also to the people in my life. And when you do, right, you're understanding, okay, I'm the only one. I'm sabotaging myself from the love, the joy, the happy family, happy home energy, right, of celebrating the life that I really want for myself. And then what does transform? You're moving on from this sense of just feeling like life is status quo, not feeling fulfilled. I think that's what you're missing here, right? With this broken heart, you could be upset about something that happened in the past, but to me, it's kind of like the sense of I'm not feeling fulfilled. You may be making a lot of money. You may be very successful. You may be able to buy whatever you want, right? But you're not fulfilled. So it's understanding, okay, I'm ready to walk away from this sense of not feeling fulfilled and move forward, okay, in a very grounded way. I'm ready to move forward towards, you know, what it is that you're truly wanting. I think for a lot of you, it is about wanting love, a soul tribe, a family, you know, the sense of celebrating with people, okay? So the emperor, a lot of times we never see people around the emperor. The emperor is sitting there by himself, right? And it's almost that energy, lonely at the top. You know, you could feel maybe that you're at the top of your career game, right? But okay, great, I can buy whatever I want, but I don't have people in my life that want to go and have fun with me, right? Or enjoy having me in their life. That's not really true, Libra, right? But that's the way I feel like you're kind of perceiving it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, lots of healing of unworthiness here. That's going to happen. It's interesting because I think there could be a moment where you're sitting there and kind of looking at all of the things that you have acquired, and then all of a sudden feeling, yeah, but I'm here alone. You know, I don't have a sense of worthiness, of feeling loved, and having people in my life to love. So I want to heal that. I want to transform that. Yeah. Look at, we have, oh my goodness, stepping into loving yourself enough, right? To to share perhaps your feelings, your emotions with the people in your life. Once again, I'm not seeing necessarily that you want new people to come into your life, although you could, right? But there's almost a sense of, no, I want to reunite, or I want to just come into a sense of working better in a more loving way with the people that are already in my life. Yeah, wanting oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is like such an interesting storyline. Okay. What you have coming in here with this new moon in Scorpio, okay? You have, I'm going to start here. You have this realization, this truth, okay? That you're really not in balance. You know, you want balance in your life. You want the money. You want material things, but you also want love and happiness and fulfillment and joy in your life. You want it all, Libra, and you deserve it all. So you're wanting every single thing that your heart desires, right? But you realize, well, I've been focusing too much on money. I've been focusing too much on trying to create something, okay? And you may be getting financial gain from it, but it's kind of like, okay, I spent so much time on trying to create money or create something that I've forgotten that I don't have people in my life to share it with. It's yeah, it's kind of like, okay, I want the wheel to turn. I want the wheel to turn in my favor. Look at this. These three cards came out together. It's the epiphany that, yes, the judgment card, rebirth. I want to bring back this energy. I want to bring back this unit of people, whether it's a family, a relationship with one person, getting along better with the people at work. It doesn't matter. It's kind of like, I want this. This is what I'm deciding. It's almost like you have an epiphany on, maybe on the new moon in Scorpio. It's also a solar eclipse. I want joy and fulfillment in my life. Look at that. There's no pentacles there. It's almost as if you're understanding, okay, I have worked really hard on my pentacles. Now I want some love, right? Because it's hard to cozy up to a pile of money. It's like, I want to cozy up to the Two of Cups. I want to cozy up to somebody else. Yeah. So it's a sense of rebirthing yourself. And for some of you, it could be somebody new, okay, that you're seeking. It does not have to necessarily be somebody from the past. But there is this energy of, yes, I want people and around me. I want I want situations where I feel like, you know, I always say that a good friend is somebody that you could call in the middle of the night and say, I have a flat tire on the side of the highway. Can you come help me? Right? Think about that for a minute, right? There was a point in my life not too long ago where I was like, I don't think I have that person in my life. And, when I decided to step into this, right, into my spiritual gift and to step onto my spiritual path, yes, I suddenly started bringing in, because I was more in a loving energy. I was bringing in people that I knew. Okay, yep, I have quite a few people, I would say, now in my life that would Okay, if I called them in the middle of the night, they would come and help me out. And that's a nice feeling, right? That's a really nice feeling. Okay, so Libra, let's pull a soul truth card here for you. And I do personal readings if you're interested. The link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, these two popped out, so we're going to take both of them. Am I in my head or in my heart? Okay, I think for a long time you've been in your head. I think now you're moving into your heart. What is the quality of your self-talk? One brain is like a muscle. Oh, I'm sorry. Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. I just absolutely love that, right? Because it is this essence of you have been perhaps creating, even from your heart, right? But really working on your material life, your financial situation, right? And that perhaps was something you really did need to focus on for some time. Now you're understanding that is good. That part is good. Now I need to bring in some love. And then let's see, what else could this mean? This is also a really good message. There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask yourself, what else could this mean? Yeah, okay, so let's talk about that one just for a minute, because this is what you are wanting. This is the epiphany, the tower, right? You have the tower here. This is the epiphany that you want people in your life, okay, that get along, okay, that love you for who you are, and you want to love them for who they are, right? You want this. But there is some sense of a limiting belief, feeling as if, you know, this can't work out. It's almost like, yeah, no, I don't think that can work out. So I'm not going to put any energy into it. Suddenly with this new moon in Scorpio, you're like, no, this is important to me. This is something I do want to have work out, you know? And I really love it. I really and truly do love the reading here, because it's once again, this sense of, I want peace in my life. I don't have, you know, before this, you may feel like you don't have true peace. This could be a connection where you're not talking to somebody that's really important in your life. And, you know, and it's kind of like, I can't have peace until I bring peace to that relationship. I want that relationship to have a sense of working together. Does not necessarily mean that you have to get back together with this person if it's a romantic partner that you don't want to be with anymore, right? But it's a sense of, okay, can we at least kind of close this out? Can you be somebody that maybe I do talk to every 5 years or something like that? I don't know. You know, people have different wants and needs in their life as far as closing out energies and past love connections. So whatever works for you, I feel like that is the thing. What works for us when you know, you're talking to this person, what works for us? It does not, you know, it's a sense of compromise here, wanting this badly enough that you're willing to be flexible. And I think that the energy here is the other person does too. So it's worth giving it a try. All right. Well, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation, all your situations. I appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.